What's up, creeps? It's Jason, a.k.a. the Pope of Pain. And, of course, I'm here with my East Coast ghost, JDK. And, wow. Okay, we got some shit to dig up today. We're talking about the Evil Dead Rise trailer.
Oh, boy.
That just got dropped. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and break this thing down really quick. And then stick around, guys, because at the end, I'm going to give you a prediction that's going to freaking knock your socks off.
I'm not wearing socks today.
Okay, that's good. I'm going to knock your shoes off then. Flip-flops, whatever the hell you're wearing, man. Okay, whoo, boy. So, Evil Dead Rise, it's directed by this guy, Lee Cronin, which you're like...
Who is that dude?
It sounds like, you hear his name, you're like, oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Fucking no clue, right?
Yeah.
So, I think he's only actually really directed one fucking movie. Like, really, you know,
Right.
and a bunch of shorts and all that stuff. And this is kind of like a trend these days, man. I'm seeing this a lot where you just like, hey, this guy, he made some cool shorts. Let's just hammer a fucking franchise.
Right. Quite a big franchise.
Yeah. You're not handing him Leprechaun.
Right.
And, you know, so he could do Leprechaun in the Hood or something.
Right. Or if it flops, nobody cares.
Yeah, you're fucking handing him Evil Dead. Now, that being said, dude, who's producing this thing?
Oh, our boy, Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and I want to say Bruce Campbell's got his little mittens in this as well, man. So, that gave me some confidence. Now, synopsis real quick on Evil Dead Rise. Some lady like visits her sister and her kids like in L.A. and somehow the Necronomicon's there.
Yeah, in L.A.
Right. What the fuck? Okay. And guess what? The lady with the kids becomes possessed and all shit breaks loose. Right. That's the quick synopsis on it. I mean, what we picked up on this and first reaction. We watched this yesterday. Right.
Yeah, and I want to say really quickly, just to throw this in there, our first reaction was actually to the poster they released.
Okay, yeah,
Before
good call.
we saw the trailer, which I think is important.
Yeah.
Because
what did it look like?
It Smile.
Looked like Smile 2.
Yeah.
In which I think they royally fucked up on that. Now,
agreed.
Granted, that's just a poster, and that could change. That could, that's going to move out, right?
Sure, and they might not even have their hands in on that anyway.
Yeah, good call. That could be who produced. Is this Warner Brothers doing that?
Warner Brothers.
Is it okay? So that's someone at Warner Brothers probably getting fired as we speak. Because you're right, it looked just like Smile. You gotta, and you can't. Smile, good movie, but you can't piggyback right off that so soon, right?
Right.
You gotta let the fucking Smile get
Let it
buried.
settle.
Yeah,
Sure.
So. So I think they're going to redo that one, and I seen another one where like the hands coming up on a high rise.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I saw that one. Maybe that they're trying to surface that one as quick as fucking possible.
Sure, just get it out there.
Yeah, like whoops, sorry.
But then following that terrible poster
Yes.
is the trailer that drops. And
Right.
Wow.
We watched it yesterday together, and both of us high-fiving and giving this thing these 4 thumbs down. We hated it.
Yeah.
At first yesterday, and but that was we're at work.
The audio's very poor.
Right, we're like watching off a fucking $200 fucking PC shithole, right? It was horrible, and so, but I said to you, I was like, let's go home, not together,
Yes.
but let's go home,
Separate.
yeah, and let's watch it again, let's reevaluate, let's come back, let's talk about it, right? And boy, did that change my mind.
Incredibly, we walked in this morning like, change of tune.
Yeah, and because now I like it. I really like it, and I think this thing's got legs, man. Now let's talk about some notable scenes real quick that stuck out to me, right? First off, the blood flood.
Oh, my God. If you guys were a fan of the remake, by the way.
Yeah. This is, yeah, exactly, right?
It shades of that final scene.
Right. And also, I think maybe a shout-out to The Shining.
Oh, yes.
You think about
The
that?
hallway,
The
yeah.
elevator thing? I think this is a window break and this blood came over, but close enough. So I think that was like a little bit of a nod. I could be wrong. I don't know. Lee Cronin, tell me, man. So what about the eating glass?
I'm getting...
Boy, that thing was gross, man. Like some kid eating a wine glass and you can see it sticking out his throat.
Uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Which loved it. It reminds me of like the 2013 type of gore and shit like that, man. How about we get a scalping? Which, oh, wow.
Okay, Terrifier 2. That was one of my favorite things about it was that scalping. It's very uncomfortable and grotesque to watch.
It was beautiful. This is
Yes.
because you got the red band trailer and you got the green band trailer, right? I watched them both, and I think the green band is like a little bit more tame. Is that what it's for?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. It still wasn't that tame though, but it shows the get ripped off, and I think it shows it getting dropped on a like a deck on at a pond,
and you get that sound of the.
Yeah, pretty rad,
Which is
man.
cool.
So, how about this? How about the tattoo gun to the eye? that right there is a nod to Fulci or what?
Give me the eyeball stuff. You guys know how I feel about the Italians, but furthermore, there's one thing that grosses me out in horror that does make me uncomfortable to watch. It is eyeball stuff.
Yeah,
very uneasy.
And that was rad. A tattoo gun. Now look, I know a lot of people get their eyes tattooed. I've seen it before, right?
Oh God.
But I don't know how much of a big deal. I think that's a different process. I think they like inject it. Anyway.
Yes.
It doesn't. I don't know. I'm not a fucking. But I thought that was a rad scene. I was like, okay.
Right.
And then I think the other one that grabbed me by the gonads here, man, was the cheese grater to the leg. Oh, that one got me, man. That was a brilliant. Whoever wrote that in, fucking love you, because that's a great.
It's original. No one's doing that stuff.
Never seen it before.
Very uneasy.
Yeah. So, so watching all that, and literally, I probably seen those scenes 7 times a piece, right? And I'm just like, okay.
Right.
Now there's some cringy scenes. I don't know. What do you think about like Mommy's with the Maggots now?
Mom?
Mommy's with the Maggots now.
Okay, so the only thing about the trailer I did not like was the Mommies with the Maggots now, but that scene looks like it has the potential to be so startling that I don't even care anymore.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was her accent or something I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't matter. It was still pretty creepy, man. And the more I watched it, I was like, okay. All right, so this has got, like I said, the only thing I'm up in the air about is the plot a little bit. Like how the Necronomicon, because they showed like not a cabin, maybe it's a cabin in the woods, right? And all that stuff. And for a second, that girl, whatever, drifting on that water, like, that's pretty rad, man.
No, it's rad. And keep in mind, we just talked about 5 really cool looking kills, scenes, whatever you want to call it, and usually you get like 1 or 2 of those in a trailer. We got a 2-minute and 30-second trailer that featured all 5 of those things, which tells me this thing's going to be 120 blistering miles an hour.
I think so too.
So I'm excited.
Yeah. So and actually, at first I was just like, well, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing in L.A.? This is like you're getting away from the cabin in the woods, thing that we're used to in Evil Dead. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. What do I want? Do I want another cabin in the woods scene? Because I fucking got that 3 or 4 times over, right? So maybe this is it.
Maybe this is it. And if you just reinvent that in Los Angeles, I mean, we're not looking for a great plot here. We're looking for demonic looking entities, and we want to just see some blood and some violence and a really good film. And I think that's what we're hopefully, fingers crossed, going to get.
I think so too. Now look, here's what we both high-fived on this one. And once again, you could jump in on this, Jay. Yesterday we said if you take the Evil Dead out of this and you just call this Maggots or something, you got a new fucking franchise on your hand, right? This was like, what I've seen, okay? I mean, honestly, if this was something called, had nothing to do with Evil Dead, and you like saw this trailer, we would be pretty fucking stoked, right?
What else do you want, right? Like, if you're an Evil Dead diehard, which I'm sure 99% of you listening / whatever are, this is exactly what you wanted.
I agree.
Really quickly, I do want to say, you mentioned The Shining earlier. Yeah. Maybe possible shades there. There was an Indonesian horror film we all saw and loved, May the Devil Take You, that came out. I want to say like 2018. I'm pretty sure that's right. I feel like this has a lot of shades of that. It's very unnerving, man. And like those whatever you want to call those demonic fucking things, not deadites or whatever.
But maybe they are deadites.
Maybe they are. Who knows? TBD. But nonetheless, they look like they're in that fashion of the May the Devil Take You, which was an incredible movie. So I'm hoping we get more of that, man.
Maybe. Now, do you wish this? Do you wish it was in the Evil Dead franchise, or do you wish this was a standalone so they can build off this, man?
Oh, it's so tough to say.
This is me, and I love the Evil Dead franchise, but I kind of wish this was a standalone, because now, just like Sinister, just like Insidious, just like in all those, I think this is the same level, if not better, right? Yeah. And that you could do 3, 4, 5 of these bitches, man.
No, I'm with you, but who's to say? Like, and especially where we're at in film today, where even though it's part of the Evil Dead umbrella, underneath that umbrella, you still could get 4 or 5 more.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it no matter what.
Right. So. We got to go to Texas and New York. So
we'll just like Scream. Wait, never mind. Fucking Scream went to New York. All right. Real quick, let's get off here. What do you think? How do you think this thing's going to do?
I think this is going to end up being one of my favorite movies of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my bold prediction as well. This right here is the Terrifier 2 of 2023.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
Damn.
Give me your fucking, I don't know.
World star.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is, and look, Lee Cronin, dude, put my ass on the line for you, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. Right?
So if you got to go back and recut some shit before, when is it coming out? Like March, April?
April 21st, I believe.
You got time. Yeah. Fucking, I said it. This is the Terrifier 2 of 2023. Don't fucking make me eat my words. All right, April 3rd or
I
whatever.
can't wait to revisit this come late April.
So,
be fun.
All right, guys, there you go. Evil Dead Rise, our trailer reaction. We're giving it a thumbs up and maybe some cheese graters and some other good shit, man. All right, we'll see you next time.